Hey Fabulous Lab Tech, so I want to talk to you today about cone packs and cones and what all that stuff means. So here is our firing temperature equivalents. So on the side here, it's got all the cones listed. So you'll notice like there's no 0 on this scale. But if we go with O, so like O1, O2, O3, O4, as we go down, that is getting cooler. And then as we go up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it gets hotter. So notice like O5 right here is different than 5. So it's really important that you know the difference between O5, which is a cool temperature, and 5, which is a hotter temperature. So in our class, we bisque fire at O4, and then we glaze fire at 6. So O4 is the cooler temperature and cone 6 is our higher temperature. So they're still really hot. Like O4 is still like 1900 degrees, but then like cone 6 is about 2200. So hecka hot. All right, so to actually make a cone pack, we're gonna use this. This is actually a cone. So this one is an O5 cone, and then I've got an O4, and these ones are an O3. So it should be labeled on the outside of the box. So like this is a cone 7, this is a cone 6, cone O4, cone O5. But remember, like these are different, right? The O means it's cooler and the not having an O means it's hotter. So to make the cone pack, we want a target temperature in the middle. So we want to have a cone O4 firing. So we're going to have a cone that is O3, O4, and O5. The O5 is going to melt first. So we're going to make sure that this cone, as it melts, it's going to be leaning over. So we want that to be on the right-hand side. And then our O4, which is our target temperature, and our middle temperature, that one is going to be in the middle. And then our O3, which I'll show you how to take these apart in a second, is going to go on the side here because it's going to be the least melty. So when you pull these out of the box, they're going to look like this, where there's 2 of them. If you hold it together like this and pop it, they won't break. If you try to do it with your fingers like this, a lot of times it will break, okay? So it's hard to tell once you've taken it out of the box. Like some of them are harder to read than others, so only take out what you actually need. And then for an actual cone pack, so you're just gonna take a little bit of clay and you're gonna make an ugly little lump like so. And then we're gonna layer these. So we want, see if I set it on the table, see how it already has like a lean in one direction. So we want this to lean a little bit. I'm gonna do my O5 because that's the coolest temperature. So it'll slump first. And then I'm gonna do my O4 and I'm gonna kind of stand it on the table and be like, okay, it wants to tip this way, right? So I'm gonna stick that right there. And you want it slightly at an angle. And then this one's my O3, so I wanna figure out where does it tip. And then I'll put that one over here. Now you wanna be careful how you tilt them. Like if it's real far over, like it's not gonna show right in the kiln. So you wanna make sure that it's just like a little bit, but you also don't want it like straight up and down. That doesn't work either. So you want to give it a little bit of a tilt. If there's a bunch of extra clay on the ends, you can take that off. And really, we're just going to make sure it's not like going to end up super sharp. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be done. And then we're going to take these and we're just going to stick this finished low fire, bisque fire cone pack, and we're gonna go stick that in the kiln, okay? Now, since like I said, this one is really easy to see, the O5, so it's really easy to tell what it is. And as it's firing, you can see on the picture, the outside of the box here, there it goes. You can see like the lowest temperature is gonna slump really, really far. And then we want the cone that we want it to get to, we want it to be very well bent. And then this one, a lot of times we'll just have a slight slump or nothing. It just kind of depends on how the firing went. Okay, so I want you to make some cone packs for bisque fire, and I also want you to make cone packs for the glaze fire. All right, thank you. Have a great day, fabulous lab techs.